Most men think they know what women want in bed, until they don't. Behind closed doors, many women crave connection, control, and comfort in ways rarely discussed. But here's the truth. The positions they desire most are often the ones men quietly avoid. Why? Dr. Reena Malik reveals the science, the psychology, and the surprising truth. Today, we will explore a topic that is frequently overlooked, yet deserves attention. The various intimate positions that many women are eager to experience, but often find men hesitant to engage with. Before we begin, it's essential to clarify that this discussion is not intended to shame anyone. Instead, it aims to foster open dialogue, inspire curiosity, and above all, strengthen connection and shared enjoyment. As ever, clear communication and mutual consent are essential. Let's delve into the topic. In discussions about sexual wellness, one of the most frequently neglected yet crucial elements is variety, particularly regarding the significance of certain positions for women, which may be more important than we often realize. In the realm of clinical practice and research, a consistent observation emerges. Numerous women seek sexual experiences that provide not just physical stimulation, but also a deep emotional connection. Yet, it is common for the positions that facilitate these desires to be overlooked or disregarded by their partners. What is the reason behind this situation? It begins with the influence of social conditioning. We exist in a society where male pleasure frequently takes precedence, or is regarded as the standard for success in sexual encounters. When a man reaches climax, it is often deemed a successful experience, regardless of whether his partner feels acknowledged, understood, or fulfilled. However, that is not the essence of genuine, healthy intimacy. Research indicates that women are more inclined to experience orgasm when there is a blend of cultural stimulation and emotional connection within the sexual encounter, rather than when it is solely focused on penetration or performance. Let's explore this with a practical example. One position frequently requested by women is the face-to-face straddle, often referred to as cowgirl or woman on top. Functionally, this position empowers a woman to dictate depth, rhythm, and angle, which can effectively stimulate the clitoris and G-spot based on her anatomy. Additionally, it fosters intimacy through eye contact, mutual touch, and complete visibility with her partner. Such a connection holds immense strength. It transcends mere mechanics, delving into the realm of being acknowledged and emotionally involved. Yet there are still some men who hold back from embracing it. Many often feel a loss of control or uncertainty in their performance when not in the lead. This is a natural response, yet it represents a missed opportunity. When a partner steps forward, it does not lessen your significance. It enhances the interaction. It allows for shared discovery, trust, and emotional openness. These elements are not merely beneficial for your relationship. They are crucial for achieving true intimacy. Consider the seated lap position. This is not merely a physical variation. It offers a distinct experience. It is slow, profoundly connected, and enables both partners to engage more completely with one another's bodies and reactions. Women frequently express that it fosters a sense of emotional closeness, support, and presence. However, this perspective may be neglected by men, potentially due to its divergence from conventional ideas of masculinity or dominance. Yet, the reality is clear. Exceptional intimacy transcends mere dominance. It hinges on being fully present. It involves a deep attunement to your partner's needs and a commitment to engage wholeheartedly in the experience. Neglecting the emotional and psychological dimensions of intimacy diminishes the richness of the experience for both individuals involved. Studies on female sexual satisfaction consistently reveal that it transcends mere physical interaction. It hinges on a sense of connection, desire, and safety. Engaging in positions that promote eye contact, skin-to-skin intimacy, and open communication fosters an environment of trust and security. Once this foundation is established, the rest naturally falls into place. Arousal heightens, pleasure becomes more attainable, and the likelihood of orgasms increases. It's important to recognize that not every woman desires the same experiences, and that is perfectly acceptable. Some may prefer not to take the lead, or they might find emotional intimacy more daunting than physical connection. Open communication holds significant value in any relationship. It is essential to inquire, to listen attentively, and to maintain a sense of curiosity. Understanding what brings her joy and comfort is crucial. By fostering this dialogue, we cultivate a partnership where both individuals feel empowered to articulate their needs. One prevalent misconception about intimacy is that spontaneity leads to better sexual experiences. In truth, when partners engage in open communication and explore new avenues based on shared feedback, overall satisfaction improves for both. Experimenting with positions that your partner has shown interest in, particularly when they have clearly articulated that desire, demonstrates a genuine consideration for their needs. It expresses recognition. It acknowledges your enjoyment. It seeks to delve into this experience together. The message carries significant weight, reaching well beyond the confines of the bedroom. If you find yourself relying on one or two familiar positions and feel reluctant to explore further, take a moment to reflect on what might be holding you back. Is it discomfort, fear of inadequacy, or simply the unknown? These feelings are entirely valid, yet they should not deter you from pursuing experiences that could enhance connection and pleasure in your relationship. Begin with small steps. Approach it as an experiment. You may discover that relinquishing control does not equate to loss. Instead, it can lead to the acquisition of something far more valuable. Trust, mutual satisfaction, and the potential for deeper emotional intimacy are essential. When we mention that women seek certain positions, it transcends mere novelty or fantasy. It reflects a desire to feel prioritized. It involves establishing a balance where both individuals actively engage in enjoyment, discovery, and intimacy. When men approach this with receptiveness, modesty, and a desire to grow, the rewards are significant. The pleasure of your partner is not solely her duty. It's a collective journey. The deeper our understanding, the more enriched our connections and intimate lives become. When discussing the enhancement of closeness, there's often a misconception that it necessitates drastic alterations, innovative methods, intricate arrangements, or even outside resources. It is essential to recognize that the most profound enhancements arise from deliberate, small modifications. Many women find that even slight adjustments in position, pacing, or physical support can lead to a notable increase in pleasure. These changes are straightforward yet often neglected. Consider the simplicity and effectiveness of placing a pillow under the hips during penetrative sex, especially in front-facing positions. This straightforward adjustment can significantly enhance comfort, depth, and alignment. By elevating the pelvis just a bit, you change the angle of penetration, leading to a more fulfilling experience. For numerous women, this adjustment enhances contact with the anterior vaginal wall, the area where the G-spot is generally found. This additional stimulation, even without any other modifications, can elevate both arousal and the potential for orgasm. Yet many individuals overlook this possibility entirely. Why? Because we frequently believe that intimacy should unfold effortlessly, or that modifying the surroundings somehow detracts from the experience. Yet, intimacy is not merely a performance. It is an experience. Taking a moment to create a more comfortable or enjoyable atmosphere is not a disruption. It is an enhancement. When that improvement leads to a more fulfilling experience for your partner, it fortifies the bond, enhances trust, and fosters greater openness moving forward. For instance, transitioning from rapid, intense thrusting to a more measured, deliberate pace. This isn't merely a preference, it's a necessity for many women. Quick and intense penetration can be daunting or even uncomfortable, particularly for individuals facing chronic issues such as endometriosis, pelvic floor dysfunction, or vaginal dryness. Taking a more measured approach provides the necessary time for tissues to adjust, for arousal to develop steadily, and for clitoral stimulation to align with penetration, all of which enhance the chances of reaching orgasm. This is supported by more than just personal experiences. Studies indicate that many women do not reach orgasm solely through penetration. Clitoral stimulation, whether by touch, grinding, pressure, or friction, is typically a crucial element. Therefore, if a position fails to deliver this stimulation, it is vital to adjust the angle or rhythm to incorporate it. These adjustments may seem minor, yet they hold the potential to transform an ordinary experience into a deeply fulfilling one. A slight tilt of the hips, a change in penetration depth, or the addition of hand or vibrator stimulation can elevate pleasure significantly. Regrettably, many couples shy away from exploring these possibilities due to apprehension. Concerns about making mistakes, disrupting the moment, or facing judgment can weigh heavily. Yet the truth is that intimacy is intended to be a journey of exploration. It should not resemble a rehearsed performance. Embrace the pauses, engage in communication, and be willing to adapt. This approach is essential for fostering deeper, lasting satisfaction. When your partner feels empowered to express what brings them joy or discomfort, and you are open to listening and engaging, it fosters a sense of emotional security. This emotional security serves as the bedrock for genuine and fulfilling intimacy. Additionally, we must consider another often neglected aspect: the importance of physical support and comfort. Many positions that seem attractive in theory may prove unsustainable in reality. Perhaps your knees throb, your back stiffens, or your partner struggles to keep their balance. These physical discomforts are not merely distractions. They can hinder true enjoyment. When discussing small changes, we must consider the importance of adding bolsters, utilizing chairs or sturdy furniture for support, and transitioning to a softer surface. Comfort is essential in intimate experiences. It is not merely a luxury, but a necessity for achieving relaxation and fulfillment. In certain positions, such as doggy style or rear entry, utilizing a pillow under the chest or hands beneath the hips can alleviate strain on the lower back, providing the receiving partner with enhanced support and a sense of control. This adjustment also aids in maintaining a consistent angle, which can lessen discomfort and create more predictable movements. These modifications do not diminish the excitement. Rather, they foster a more sustainable and attentive experience that caters to each individual's needs. Transitions are equally important. If you find yourself in a situation that isn't serving you well, it's perfectly acceptable to make adjustments along the way. In truth, these transitions can enhance the depth of your experience. They can be deliberate, purposeful, and shaped by a shared awareness. One of the most effective actions in these instances is to inquire, how does this resonate? Or would you like to explore a different perspective? These straightforward questions, posed softly and without urgency, foster an environment for genuine feedback. When individuals sense that their voices are acknowledged, they tend to ease into the experience, and enjoyment naturally flourishes. It is essential to question the belief that men must possess all knowledge, or that seeking advice indicates a lack of strength. Such a perspective limits growth. The truth is, no one understands your partner's body better than they do. Inquiring about what brings pleasure or how experiences might improve is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it reflects growth and consideration. This readiness to adapt and implement subtle yet meaningful changes is what elevates satisfactory encounters into profound connections. Thus, when we discuss enhancing enjoyment through slight modifications, we emphasize the importance of mindfulness, curiosity, and openness. We are discussing the importance of taking a moment to assess, to pause, to make minor adjustments, whether it's adding a pillow or shifting a leg. These seemingly small actions hold significant weight. They serve as the foundation for satisfaction, trust, and enduring intimacy. Identifying a single element that reliably enhances sexual satisfaction in various relationships reveals that it is not about technique or physical compatibility, but rather communication. While this may seem straightforward, it often proves to be one of the most difficult aspects of intimacy for many. There is a tendency to believe that sexual experiences should unfold effortlessly, that partners should inherently understand our desires, or that addressing concerns will lead to discomfort. However, the reality is that fulfilling and enjoyable intimacy does not occur in silence. It flourishes when both individuals feel secure, acknowledged, and encouraged to share their thoughts, which necessitates clear and sincere communication. In my practice, I frequently engage with individuals, regardless of gender, who face challenges such as differing desires, discomfort during intimacy, or a sense of disconnection with their partner. Upon deeper examination, it frequently reveals a singular truth: the absence of open dialogue. This silence often stems from fear of rejection, feelings of embarrassment, or a lack of education on how to engage in healthy, constructive discussions about intimacy. However, evading these conversations does not lead to improvement. Rather, it fosters an environment where dissatisfaction, confusion, and resentment can accumulate over time. It is common to observe that women often show a desire to explore new positions and experiences in their intimate relationships. There is no need to wait for issues to surface. In fact, the most effective time to discuss your preferences or interests is outside of the bedroom, where there is no immediate pressure to act or respond. Engaging in dialogue can often begin with straightforward inquiries, such as, "What is something you've always wanted to explore?" Or, "Is there an action I could take that might enhance your experience?" Such questions pave the way for sincere conversation and demonstrate that your concern extends beyond your own feelings to encompass those of your partner. It is also crucial to acknowledge that not every proposal will be immediately embraced, and that is perfectly acceptable. True communication is not about imposing one's will, but rather about working together harmoniously. When your partner expresses a new desire or position, it is not a reflection of your inadequacy. It signifies their trust in you to share something deeply personal. Embracing this with curiosity and openness, rather than defensiveness, fosters trust. High levels of trust enhance intimacy, both physically and emotionally. Conversely, when you need to make a request, approach it with kindness and clarity. Steer clear of language that could be perceived as critical or accusatory. Rather than stating, "You never do what I like," consider expressing, "I truly appreciate it when you do this, and I would love to experience it more frequently." Approaching requests with an emphasis on positive reinforcement and mutual curiosity fosters a more open dialogue. Keep in mind, this is not a matter of winning or showcasing your worth. It's about nurturing a deeper, more connected sexual relationship. Additionally, utilizing body language and providing feedback during the act itself can be beneficial, rather than limiting communication to before or after. Expressions of pleasure, variations in breath, and physical movements serve as our instinctive means of communication. However, providing clear feedback, such as indicating a preferred pace or suggesting an alternative approach, can significantly enhance the experience. It is essential to convey these thoughts with kindness and without criticism. Foster a continuous dialogue rather than framing it as a correction. It is crucial to recognize that emotional availability during intimacy holds equal weight to physical technique. When a partner senses that their counterpart is genuinely present, attentive, and engaged, it fosters an environment conducive to relaxation and the exploration of personal pleasure. True mutual satisfaction arises not solely from actions taken, but from the sense of safety and comfort experienced by each partner in the moment. This holds particular significance for individuals experiencing sexual pain, trauma backgrounds, or anxiety related to intimacy. When communication is robust, partners can address these challenges collaboratively, rather than viewing them as barriers. If discomfort arises, expressing a need to pause or suggesting a change in position should be met with understanding, not frustration. The act of listening may appear insignificant, yet it holds the power to determine whether your partner withdraws from closeness or feels acknowledged, valued, and motivated to continue the journey together. Furthermore, let me emphasize this. Effective communication is not a singular event. It is a continuous process. Your needs, your partner's body, and your preferences evolve over time. What was effective 2 years ago may seem different now. This is a natural occurrence. Maintaining connection, engaging in regular check-ins, and fostering mutual growth are essential for a lasting and satisfying sexual relationship. Regardless of whether you are embarking on a new relationship or have shared decades with your partner, reflect on this. Are we engaging in meaningful dialogue? Are we allowing space for one another's needs? Are we maintaining a sense of curiosity? When communication thrives, it paves the way for pleasure, trust, and excitement to flourish.